Us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They go play action here on first down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first and 10, Cousins. And he will go down. Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there, Cousins to Thielen, 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, Cousins. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On second down, Cousins again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. Bye-bye, Beasley. The 40, the 20. 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley, 96 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings making their way out, and let's take this time to talk about the Vikings Club Championship of Madden. It was held in mid-December, and your winner I.B. Straffen, or is it I.B. Strafen? You've got the pronunciation guide.
I.B. Strafen.
Strafen. My bad, Mr. Strafen. Whichever you prefer, but defeating newcomer Jay Wolfman, he'll represent the Vikings in the league-wide club championship event in early February that has a $700,000 prize pool.
I just want you to know I heard from I.B. Strafen's people. It is not whichever you prefer. It's I.B. Strafen.
I guess I should probably correct it. It might be Jay Wolfman, not Wolfman, like I said. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Prescott on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball is expected to be caught.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Cousins. The left side caught by Diggs. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Black.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Off the play fake, Cousins. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Cousins now. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. A 1st down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the Sticks.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Gun. Hey, receiver. Wide.
They'll throw again. Cousins. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Zebra, zebra, zebra. Like the hot.
Again, it's Cousins. He's got it, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Yellow, yellow. He's in there. Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. He got halfway home there, down to the 1, but a good job of keeping him out of the end zone.
Exactly. Halfway home isn't all the way home, right? So they feel pretty good about keeping him out on that play.
Wide.
They'll run for it with Cole. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
On second down, Prescott again. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Here we go. Wide, 46.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And got his man complete. A big gain of 39 on third.
Well, they just treated third and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 more there and another first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Switch and hey. Here we go, 46, 46.
They'll throw again. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
46. Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 46, 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Now the extra point. The extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Minnesota's football here in just a second, and you think about the season that the Vikings have had, maybe not the kind of year that folks had envisioned for the Vikings. You thought maybe this could be an 11, 12, maybe even a 13-win season if all fell in place, but that has not been the case.
That is so true, because we thought with the acquisition of Kirk Cousins, that would take care of everything on offense. The defense, one of the best in the league in 2017. No reason to think that that wouldn't continue, and they've still been one of the top units out there. But if they make the playoffs, and they play as they did against Miami in Week 15, especially on offense when they ran the ball for 198 yards, look out, because then the Vikings could be dangerous. Can you imagine if they went to Dallas and took them on the road? Imagine that physical clash. And if they emerged out of that one, who knows?
This will be taken in after 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Get out, get out. Swing to the field, right. To the right. 26.
To throw is Prescott. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Now Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Here we go. 48. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
There we go, count.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. It's complete to Brown, right side. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
46, 46.
To the air again, Prescott. Boston's got it left side. And that one results in 35 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Quick hitch, complete. It's Brown. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson of the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
Here we go. Wide, 80.
Prescott down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology.
It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. They go play action here on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
To throw is Cousins. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will get him one closer. Bailey now to kick this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Four down. Check. Rush in. Check. 55 to right. Check. Here you go. Man, I got you. 26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go. Wide 8.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
It's coming now. Here we go. Wide 8. 26.
Prescott from the gun. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Sherrills. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Cousins on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Cousins toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Cousins to throw it. Pass incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Rhino!
Cousins again. And he's able to find Diggs. A Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say, on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. 2nd down, Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling has been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. In for the score. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Bailey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A big play here for the Cowboys. 41 yards.
You go 46. 46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott looking and finding Allen Hurns. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
You go 46.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Beasley's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Hey, Steamer. Like the hot.
A first down throw for Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one, and even 60 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. The quick slant caught. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Hey, flipper. Move. Yellow.
They'll run with Cook, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So statistically, both of these off.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph from 3 yards out. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
First. Hey, flipper. Black.
He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here we go. Go to 54. Why?
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Here we go.
On second down, Elliott a first down and more. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 65 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Sherrills. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. Cousins now to throw on first down. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6".
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 19, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
He'll let it fly for Austin. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing, Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Throwing here, Prescott. Over the middle, it hits Austin. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home